Now the management of asphyxia neonatum. The management is divided into two parts, that is the prophylactic part और the definite part. Prophylactic मतलब कि क्या कि if you know that the lady has certain types of problem, you take certain preventive measures so that the child does not fall into asphyxia. Got it? So this is known as the prophylactic. And sometimes the second part, when asphyxia is established, what you do with the patient, how you take care of the patient, that is known as the definitive type of management. In prophylactic part of management, proper antenatal detection is done and the risk factors are taken care of. The risk patients are found out and proper adequate fetal monitoring is done. Again, special care is taken for judicious administration of the anesthetic agents and the depression drugs which the patient is taking during labor. Okay. And the definitive part, depending upon the Apgar score, the child is put into different types of resuscitations, either the ventilator or the chest compression or etc. This is it. Now we come to the homeopathic management of the asphyxia neonatum case. Homeopathic management consists mainly of 3 or 4 drugs. The first drug being Antimtart, the second drug is opium, third is Carboveg, and the last is Lorocerasus. Got it? These are the 4 drugs that you have to keep in mind for asphyxia neonatum. When you talk about Antimtart, yes, it's a very common drug, you know it all. The most important word regarding Antimtart is the death rattle. Okay, Antimtart ni andar death rattle aave. Sensation as if the child is drowned in his own secretion. Got it? So this becomes a very important drug for asphyxia. Here, the most important part is the chest conditions where there is lots of rattling. The patient is cyanosed. There is mechanical asphyxia due to some foreign body in the respiratory tract or in the larynx. And at birth, the child is pale and breathless and gasping for breath. But the cord is still pulsating. So this is one of the most important drug for asphyxia. The second drug which we come to is Carboveg. Carboveg is also again a very interesting drug. It is a respiratory drug, and the most important thing about Carboveg is there is lots of venous disturbances. There is imperfect oxygenation and blueness and ecchymosis in the patient, as well as there is passive hemorrhage. When you look at the baby, the surface of the body is very cold to touch, especially the knees and the feet. There is excessive weakness in the patient and there is loss of vital fluids. Got it? So this becomes Carboveg condition. When you read Materia Medica, you will know other points also. There is rawness, there is soreness and burning and wheezing. Okay. In the last stage, it is indicated in the last stage. It is indicated when the patient is going into a stage of collapse and you think about Carboveg. Another drug is opium. Opium is a important drug where there is again want of susceptibility. There is want of susceptibility. There is painlessness. The patient is completely into a comatose condition. The patient is sleepy. Opium makes a trio of sleepiness with Nux moscata and Antimtart. So here opium patient is also very drowsy. Rubber is there is stertorous and rattling type of breathing. There is great stuporous sleep and painlessness runs through the whole remedy. The patient is constantly into delirium. The face is red and puffed. The eyes are burning hot. The face is bloated. And there is constant snoring. Again, Opium is a condition where there is painlessness. So the look of the child is also the most important thing. The expression of the face, the look of the child becomes the most important criteria to come to a drug. Finally, the last drug, Lorosiresus, it's not a very properly proved drug. It's again a rare drug. But yeah, this spasmodic and tickling cough, the drink rolls through the esophagus and the intestines with a sound. It is a drug where there is violent pain in the abdomen and there is loss of speech. It is one of the important drugs for asphyxia neonatum, mostly indicated in cardiac patients. Got it? So again, Lorosiresus is used in mother tinctures. So these are 3 or 4 important drugs for asphyxia neonatum. I hope you have understood this topic properly. The clinical appearance, the Apgar score, is the most important part of this answer. Asphyxia neonatum is asked as a short note of 5 marks, and therapeutics is also equally important. The entry point of writing the therapeutics, as I told you, are the respiratory symptoms, the appearance of the child, and the paleness, the blueness, the cyanosis, etc. Now, along with this, I am giving you few questions regarding asphyxia neonatum that can be asked. Okay. First question, define asphyxia neonatum. Second question, what are the types of asphyxia? Third, severity of asphyxia is to be noted by which score? Which are the procedures needed for resuscitation of a newborn? How much time we should observe the baby in Apgar score? What are the parameters in the baby we will be able to know by Apgar scoring? Name 2 medicines for asphyxia neonatum. In which asphyxia Entimart is indicated? Which medicine is indicated in asphyxia livida? Got it? And bluish face, breath cold, must be fanned. What is the name of the drug? These are some mind twisting questions. These are some MCQs which I think will be helpful to you to understand asphyxia neonatum. I hope you have understood this topic properly. Try to make your own notes, refer the books, and if you have queries, feel free to ask me anytime, and we will discuss it again after the corona vacation. Take care and be safe.